try number 2. We'll see if we stay on. This is the campground cabin. And he's doing a little cooking, a little baking over there.
Yep, got my cranberries. It's 1 cup berries, 1 cup of water, 1 bag of fresh cranberries, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of Splenda. 1/4 cup of Splenda. And all you do is until they start popping, then you take them off. And then you add the sugar and you let them sit. Put them in the refrigerator. Add 1 container, 1 little pint container of sour cream and 1/2 can or a whole can of mandarins or shrimp cocktail, fruit cocktail, not shrimp cocktail, that you have drained completely. So, here goes my sugar. About that much. And you'd be surprised, you don't need a lot of sugar, even with bitter cranberries, because of the sour cream. So the cranberries go in.
Hi, Sandy.
And we'll stir those in. Like that.
And I'm in my Christmas pajamas.
You take your melted sugar and cranberries and pour them into something like that. Ooh, pretty. Maybe I'll hold that up in the light so you can see how pretty and red that is. And then this goes in the refrigerator. Let it cool down. When it's cool, you put in 1 container of sour cream.
Hi, Footprints in the Pines.
And then after you put in your little thing of sour cream, you put in 1 thing.
Hi, Scott and Tara.
Of mandarin oranges. Drained completely. If you got something that spins it like a salad spinner, spin them.
Hi,
Get
Roger.
all the water out and add those.
Merry
Some people
Christmas,
around here
Roger.
have had my cooking, haven't they? Yes. Do you remember last year? Oh, the Waldorf, Watergate salad?
Yeah.
And cranberry salad and all the good food last year.
And Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie, new this week. Or last week.
And Fred. Hi, Fred.
Yes, I remember Charlie.
So, you know, we have been through some of this Arctic cold over here. You know, we actually had no power for several hours.
It has been a crazy day.
Early this morning, absolutely no power.
And we're a little concerned about the reception. We tried moving the phone around a few minutes ago and lost connection. Now we may have a better connection, but we're scared to move the phone.
I don't want to move the phone.
Recommend
Hi, Annette from Wisconsin. Hi, Sean.
box of apple cider mix. You spend $5 just for 1 cup at a theme park. You get this for $2.99, $3.99. I wouldn't pay more than $3.99 for it. But about $3.
Your head's cut off.
And
your head's not even in the picture.
I don't care. But anyway, that is a great apple cider right there for just sipping. No caffeine, no extra sugar. Just really good right before bed.
Hi, Tammy from Kelly and Tammy's Journey. So this is our...
How many have seen this too? Let me one more interruption. I'm going to do this too. I don't know how many have seen the pumpkin bread. Oh, look at this pumpkin bread.
That's really good.
This is our favorite. We couldn't even find this at Thanksgiving. It was completely sold out. Woohoo, I got it.
Do you buy that at Walmart?
No, actually it was at Food City.
Food City, okay.
Do you have enough light?
Yeah, they can see.
Okay.
This is the third cabin.
This is our third cabin.
This is our third cabin.
Not because we have money.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Now, the first cabin we were going to get in was the deer cabin, and then once we went over there to look at it, it did not have a stove, and Donny wanted to cook.
Hot plate.
And so it was like, oh, that's not going to work because we were gonna, he was gonna do this cooking, and so then we were going over to the Black Bear cabin, which was the one we were in at Thanksgiving, and he was like, well, there because of the Arctic blast of winter temperatures that we just had. Hi, Krubby the Beagle.
It was freezing.
It was really cold in there, and
it wasn't designed. They didn't plan on this kind of cold.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee doesn't normally get these kinds of temperatures, you know, and so one of the campground neighbors needed to plug in his camper into that cabin over there. And because the circuit breaker? The circuit, it kept tripping the breaker.
Right.
The campers kept tripping the breaker because there were too many that were trying to pull too much energy at once. Because it's 30 amp over here. Hi, Lulu. And so so it was like that wasn't going to work for us, you know. For Donny to be cooking. We have to run some heaters in order to keep it warm.
Even to get the place warmed up.
And everything, so so we were like, that would work. That this cabin was booked, but because they had lost electricity for a good
3 hours.
3 or 4 hours or something like that, they had let them know, the people, that they had lost electricity, and they didn't. They said, we cannot guarantee that the electricity will stay on or anything like that. We can't because of this deep Arctic freeze we're going through, you know. And so they decided, the people that booked this decided to cancel it. So he said, why don't you guys just come into this? That way the camper, it wasn't pulling on the electric too. So far, the only thing that happened was we did blow the circuit breaker in, what's that thing called? It's the outlet.
GFI.
The GFI outlet.
In the bathroom.
Had turned off in there, and then Donny had to reset it. But that's the only thing that had happened. So we've got little heaters and radiators and stuff like that on in here, and of course Donny's doing his Christmas cooking. Now the campground, they're having a little Christmas dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, they're providing all the meat.
And they invited us to come eat with them.
Yeah.
Because Donny said he forgot to thaw out some.
Yeah, I was going to thaw it out, and then I thought, no, I'll just buy a fresh one because they're on sale. And then we got caught up with everything going wrong with the cabin, and I didn't do it. And so all of a sudden I realized I have nothing thawed out. Let's see if the microwave's working yet. A little bit.
Oh, hi, Jim Spencer. He said, thanks for the birthday shout out. Yeah, everybody in the comments wish Jim Spencer a happy birthday, especially if you haven't done it yet, because yesterday was his birthday.
Yep, and it's extra special because it's so close to Jesus. That's how I get so close to Jesus.
And today is my uncle's birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle Jim.
He's my godfather.
Yep. He's older than dirt.
I've got my Christmas jammies on, but I just want, hopefully, if I just kind of show you a little bit.
Kevin gives you a green pad and dish soap. They don't do dishes, but they clean everything. Very immaculate. Very immaculate.
This is the bed area. This is called the Red Top Cabin.
Are you going to be brave and move the camera around a little?
I'm not, I don't want to move it from its spot, but I kind of moved it so that you see a little bit.
Okay.
Just because I tried moving it earlier and I lost the signal. So,
Yep.
so it's called the Red Top Cabin, and that's the bed area. It does have a loft. Up there is a loft, so somebody else could sleep up there.
Oh, and a really cool ladder. It stays over to the side. You bring it over here so that after the kids are up there, you take the ladder and enjoy your evening and leave them up there.
And then all the cabins for Christmas have a little fiber optic tree. And then they have, Tara thought that was funny about take the ladder and leave them up there. And then there's the couch and the chair over there. Donnie actually brought some, you know what, about this one, the only thing is it's not for pets, but it is self-contained. It's got a bathroom in here, the kitchen and everything,
Yep,
you know.
tub and a shower.
And
this is the only one with a tub and a shower. The other ones.
Donnie brought some decorations. Oops, sorry about that.
Did you know you can't cut bacon with a serrated knife? I wonder if you can cut it with scissors. That would be gross.
Let's see.
So I'm doing onions, bacon, and celery sauteed in butter.
Scott said that's where he would have put Tara up there at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you put them, and then you go out to dinner. I mean, you put...
Roger said Scott's going to sleep in the doghouse tonight. Tara said, you're so funny, Scott. Yeah, this is the cabin, Tara. I've already had the tub bath. Scott said, Roger, I sleep there a lot in the doghouse.
Yeah, that's where your TV and remote is.
Roger said, me too. Let me see. Jim said, I'm 62 now. Thanks to Donny and Joy, I'm headed in the right direction now. Jim likes to, he likes Donny, Team Jesus. And he really enjoys the Team Jesus messages. Roger wants to know what you're cooking right now.
All right, so I'm sauteing celery, onions, bacon, and butter. Boy, isn't that healthy mix. And I might not have used butter had I remembered I brought bacon, but I so rarely buy bacon that I forgot. So, and then what I'm going to do is after this, the bacon cooks a little bit and the onions and celery saute a little bit, I'm going to dump in 1 box of stuffing mix and a couple of eggs. You know, you scramble the eggs ahead of time. You mix the scrambled eggs with your stuffing, dry stuffing, and get kind of a dry, crumbly with your eggs. Then you put in your hot saute, and then you put your chicken broth on top. And of course, you know me, not salted. So I have extra chicken. I found no salt chicken broth. Woo! There's also one other kind of no salt chicken broth. It's called chicken in a pot boiling. You'll get no salt broth from that too. Duh. But
There's a whole bag of apples here. Is that the one you were looking for or a different one?
no, the one under here was I pulled it out already.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I bought 2 bags of apples the other day, and one disappeared today. Couldn't find it anywhere till I found out the photographer hid it while she was taking pictures. And totally didn't, and even though I'm saying, I'm going crazy looking for this bag of apples, she's off in her own photography
I
world.
did not remember.
Did not even know I was talking about the bag she had hidden. Because she just put it out of the way.
That's one of Donny's latest,
Okay.
if you can see it, one of Donny's latest paintings.
You may want to put some more light on that. Can they see? Oh, here. Oh, and this is one of those Patriot generators my brother bought me. Awesome.
4 Patriots.
So, if you don't mind, I need to run and get my mixer.
Hi, Teresa.
I need to get my mixer, my
Hi,
chicken broth.
Lisa.
Lisa! Merry Christmas to family. You must be having great Christmases with new grandkids. Or recent grandkids. I'm going to peel apples tonight. I'm going to peel a bag of apples. I don't even know if I'll take the skins off. I'll take the tops and bottoms. Sometimes I take the skins off, but now I'm kind of enjoying the skin in the apple pie. I enjoy it for some reason. I don't know why. And all right, this sweet potato is cooking. We're going to enjoy that sweet potato with some butter. All by it. So. Okay, my saute is ready. My cucumbers, and I can smell that bacon cooking. So we kind of pour in some of the, just a little bit of the broth, just to keep it from drying out and burning. Then we go get our life is like a box of stuffing. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, and I saw, that sounds more like Barney. Yeah, you know, being a police officer. Wouldn't it be good if I could learn how to do Barney? Well, you know, it takes a man. All right, so we take our, we grab our, let's see, I'm having fun finding everything around here, being it's a cabin. Let's see what kind of goodies they have for me to work with to get things done. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Oh, what's over here? Oh, glasses. I need mugs and cups. Coffee filters. Those are too high. I'm sure there's nothing in there. Oh, over here maybe. Over here. Scooby. Oh. What do you do when you drop stuff? Well, if it was my floor,
Thanks for
I'd throw it
joining
away.
us, Lulu.
Since it's this cabin floor,
Hi, Chad.
and this cabin is very, very clean,
Chad
you can
says
eat off the floor.
Chad says you should do a cooking show, Donny.
Yeah. You know, I used to watch Graham Care when I was a kid. Always loved how his lips were all shiny at the end, tasting that food. There you are, you lost. So here's my tube. No, I didn't just do that.
What'd you do?
I dropped it in the trash instead of in the bucket. Totally missed the bucket. It's the, now watch this really carefully now. You crack the egg. You drop the egg in the bowl and drop the shell. For anybody that didn't know this, it has now been an established fact that the egg does not go in the bowl if it's not right over the bowl. Yeesh. Alrighty then. So, now that you know that, you never know what will happen. Alright, so we do the scrambled eggs. And
Tara's laughing at you.
here's our nice dry bowl.
She said she saw that, Donny.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, she saw it. Ha! You know, I have to cover mistakes up with humor, or I'll never do it again. That's it. I'm never live streaming again. I made a mistake. No, no. If you make a mistake, that just makes it fun. Do you have that zoomed in? It seems a long ways away. All right, so you've got your box of stuffing. In goes your scrambled eggs. You can do one or two. You put the scrambled egg in first, like that. There we go. After the scrambled egg is in, you then can take your saute, bacon, everything right there, dump it right on top. Okay. I put a little, I don't think I put any butter in here. Oh yes, that's butter and bacon. Butter, bacon, stuffing, with celery and onions. And of course I make it like this because Joy doesn't eat onions, that way I get it all.
Roger doesn't eat onions either.
Oh, good. There's another one. There's two people on Earth. I didn't know there were two. Okay. Then, that's another thing I'm going to need from the house. Unless I find...
Char wants to know if you can do your Santa Claus voice again, Donnie.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! That Santa Claus?
Or what other kind of Santa Claus is there?
That's a nice little thing you could cook in, but that's too big. All right, so I'm going to take my little glass thing that I brought over with the pumpkin bread, and I'm going to put my stuffing in here. Boy, I'll tell you, that looks good enough to eat right now. Man. So this goes in this little glass thing. If we were going to eat in an hour or so, I would probably put this in the microwave for maybe 15 minutes. I have to run over to the house because I need my mixer so I can do my mashed potatoes and my sweet squash potato and the pumpkin bread. I need my pumpkin bread pan, and now I remembered I need my pecans so I can push some pecans down into this stuffing. Oh, that's going to be so good. All right, so now this just goes in the refrigerator. Now you'd be surprised. The 2 eggs really cool this down. And so I didn't even have to add any more. If you can see the bread is still crumbly or something like that, then you would take your broth and just slowly pour the broth over the top just to make sure things are wetted down. But it's already cool to the touch. The 2 eggs really cooled it down. Now it goes in the refrigerator. And tomorrow, I could just put that in the oven maybe 20 minutes before serving time. And so by the time it comes out in 20 minutes, it'll be hot and ready to go. All right. So.
Hi, Doreen. Camping therapy.
We're going to. So I am so sorry. I need to be excused for just a moment.
Well,
So
can't you
that
just
I
do
can go
other
get.
stuff? Can't you just do other stuff and just go do that?
Well, that's true. I can wait till the end of the live.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what I think
Because
we'll do?
you're going to keep cooking at the end. And we were watching a Christmas movie. It's really...
The Christmas Chronicles.
It's a really good Christmas movie with Kurt Russell.
Yep. Okay, my mashed potatoes are done.
So let's see if this works.
Was somebody saving Christmas? Somebody save Christmas.
Let me see if this works.
Or my gosh, golly.
Oh, it works.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, golly. Hey, old time rock and roll, Buddy Holly.
I don't know if they can see him right there or not.
Oh my gosh, my jingle. Talk about Kris Kringle.
I want to put him where they can see him.
All right. Is my phone still on the right channel? All right. So now,
There you go.
hey, where'd you get him?
In the,
Oh, I brought him in the crate.
yeah.
Oh,
We've had-
sweet.
We've had him for years. but we never used him. He was in the,
He's my cooking buddy. He's my cooking buddy. And you know what I saw today? That the tradition that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, authentic, real reindeer, do have a spot on their face that glows red. Unbelievable. Today. It's below the eye and a little bit forward. The place where the red corpuscles and everything come right to the surface and there's no fur there, so it glows, it literally glows like a bright red when blood is flowing. Depending, this is how they adjust the temperature of their body in such cold regions. Well, I couldn't believe it. There really is a red-nosed reindeer. Okay, now, while I leave my butter out to melt and start to leak all over the place. There we go. All right, so phase 2, we're going to make gravy. Gravy. And I'm going to make it with everything except the chicken gravy base, the chicken gravy base. Because tomorrow,
we got this.
what do you do? Oh, I love him. We bought him a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, think of this as the scenario that this is the night before the big Christmas dinner. Now, you can adjust it according to being done today if you want, such as the way I was telling you about the stuffing. But honestly, that's not a good stuffing. I want to step on
Are you
it.
going to be in the oven?
No, I'm not in the oven, but I am going back and forth to the refrigerator
Send it a
and the
little
grill.
closer to the, send it
Yeah.
right in front of
Right in front.
there.
Okay. So you can think of this that, see, if I make gravy today, and I make it too thick, but I get it all done complete, thickened up, ready to go, but I make it too thick, then tomorrow, when that turkey comes out of the oven, all I've got to do is lift that pan and dump all that good juicy wow in from that pan into my kind of thick gravy. It'll thin out to the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And for you health nuts, which I am one, I'm using tapioca flour.
Sometimes he is.
Well, I'm using tapioca flour, which is gluten-free. It's not corn, which I don't like corn. I don't like cornstarch. I mean, cornstarch is great. I mean, it does a beautiful, clear job. It's tapioca flour, and it's healthier. So, and completely digests and all of that. We need Mr. Spatula. Oh, Mr. Spatula. Oh, Mr. Spatula. Come here to me. Boom, boom, boom. Can't you see I got the bacon, the bean, boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's not a Christmas song, is it? Should we sing a Christmas song together? I think we could. You know, I'll have a blue. Nope, we're not going there. Because we're not having a blue Christmas. I'll tell you what a challenge we have had with this. Last night was 3, count them, 3 degrees. We could not get warm. We ended up leaving the cabin because it wouldn't warm up. They don't warm up the cabin until it's going to be used. Well, he didn't have them warm because he wasn't going to use them. But then when I said, I'd like to have one, he said, they're not running. It's a Christmas gift. Let me give it to you as a Christmas gift. but it wasn't warm. So when we tried to warm it up, breakers tripped, wasn't going well. So we said, we're not going to be able to do it. And we wanted this red cabin, this red top. We couldn't get it. It was rented. But then when the power went off this morning, and Joy might have told some of you earlier, the power went off this morning. It could have been one of those rolling blackouts, or it could have been a tree down somewhere because ice and wind was big last night. We don't really know, or I haven't heard on the news.
Hi, Grace, with the little lace. Grace with the little lace.
Grace with the lace. I love rhymes. So we went to the first cabin. It didn't have anything to cook with over there. It was just your basic vacationer cabin, microwave, hot plate. But we didn't really come here to stay in the cabin. We came here to see Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and we're not going to be in here much, so we don't want to pay $200 for a room. So let's get this out of the way cabin, $100, and enjoy ourselves. So that's what most people do. And so we didn't want that. We want to do this. So then he opened up the other one for us. We couldn't get it open. Couldn't get it hot. The breakers kept tripping, and then somebody had to borrow some electricity because their trailer was tripping the breaker when they plugged into this one socket. So they had to plug into the cabin in order not to trip the breaker. So that was all right. And all right, so this is a stainless steel pan, so it is not against the rules. Clean it up a little bit. If they'll cut up. And by the time we realized we couldn't stay in the second cabin either, wouldn't you know, the people that were coming to this cabin had canceled. So he came over to me and he says, Don, I want to talk to you. And I thought I was in trouble. And I go outside and he drops these to the cabin we wanted to begin with, but it was rented, right in my hand. The one with the tub and everything. So we were excited. And it even had Netflix, which we don't have. So we've been able to watch some really good Christmas movies. And so hopefully the smoke alarm doesn't go off here. All right, there we go. And then we put in our
I like this decoration right here. It's a book. But it's actually a box, you know, put stuff in. But it says, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, but then there's a tree on top of a VW bug.
All right. So then the Cheaters gravy base called Kitchen Bouquet. About a quarter teaspoon to half a teaspoon of that is all you need. That's strong stuff right there. And
Hi, Teresa. Old ways. Gardening and prepping.
Old ways. I know a lot of people now because I addressed all these envelopes. And so I got to meet all of you. And I think that's a good idea.
He did, yeah, because I had him address a lot of the cards, and that way he got more familiar with the channel names.
Yep, and where they're at.
Oh.
And we even got one back today because we didn't address it right or hear it right. So we got to get that back in the mail, and we sure will. So a little. This is my gravy. Got the gravy base, got the garlic. Then, if I can find it, yeah, there it is right there. A little bit of poultry seasoning. Now you don't want to add too much poultry seasoning. It will turn your gravy green. So you just do it just for the flavor. Just a little powdering. Boom, 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 boom. About that much. And that's good. I think, just because I'm in the mood, I don't know what y'all do when you want chopped up celery, but you can just go ahead.
Here's another one of those little Christmas book things, old-fashioned looking, and it's got the classic old snowman a very Merry Christmas. And it's a box too that, you know, I've got ornaments in there, but yeah, I like to set those kind of things out.
So if you don't have time to cut up a bunch of celery, or you're not good at cutting up celery, you can always take the stalk, pull the bag down like this, and go across the stalk this way, like that.
Hey, Tinker's wife, how are you?
Then you turn it, and go it again, and go through, right like that, till you get to both sides, and then you get this nice little bitty bits without any work, and then you just cut across. Look at all those little tiny pieces coming off there. No muss, no fuss. Hopefully they don't cut a finger off. That would not be good for business. Oh, YouTube would not be happy with that. Mary, cut me.
Don't even tease about that.
No.
You always talk about what you say.
And of course, years ago when I was a professional cook, I did feel like I was cutting myself too much, and somebody prayed for me, and it did not happen as often. All right, so a little bit of celery in the gravy. We're going to let that simmer now. Oop, no. Oop. We got to turn that down real. There we go.
Here's another one of the decorations I really like.
Well, that's as low as it goes.
It's got a meadow and pine cone, and it's just like a little frame that's joy. And then it's like peppermint painted on the sides. It's cute.
Sweet joy. My mashed potatoes are ready. Got to take my trash, my wrappers out of the sink. The sink actually comes with one of those little screens in it so that nothing goes down that you don't want to. All right. So we're going to drain the mashed potatoes. I'm just going to let them sit because I'm just going to go ahead and get the...
Hi, Tank. I love to crochet.
You know what I need to do?
Tank. She lives nearby. She's in Greenville.
I'm going to... Oh, thank you so much for being here tonight with us on
Connie Locke.
Christmas Eve.
Hi, Connie Locke.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve will find you on YouTube. What? I don't think that's how it goes. Coming with us on Christmas Eve. That is very sweet.
Char doesn't like celery.
Celery has a natural salt in it, which is why they sell celery salt. Because the salt that comes out of the ground, your body can deal with. And you won't have as much trouble as table salt. Just forget table salt. Stick with the sea salts and the Himalayan salts and all of that. And yes, I did drop that little butter stick, but luckily it was wrapped fully with paper. So I just rinsed it off before I peeled back the paper. All I'm really doing is making it so nobody... Oh, Don cooked this? Nah, that's alright. I don't want any. Donny, the storyteller, cooked this gravy? Oh, no, I'll skip that. I've seen him. He drops stuff. So, I've got my stick of butter in my potatoes. You know, another thing I like to put in my mashed potatoes is sour cream. Just a little bit, a good dollop in there. It's a really bright white, makes them a little more creamy. Nobody really notices, but how many people have baked potatoes and sour cream anyway? So why not have the sour cream in your mashed potatoes? All right, gravy's doing good. Gravy. I remember those commercials when I was a little kid. All right. What? No gravy? I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I used to do Yankee Doodle, and what was the name of the bulldog? What was the name of the bulldog with Yankee? I don't remember. Yeah, it was something like that. I think the dog's name was Chopper. That's what he used to say all the time, and the dog would come rescue him. And, yep, loved them old ones, and there was even a Wizard of Oz back then. Help me, Mr. Wizard! And all those. So, but there's only one burr alive, and the Christmas of Rudolph. All right. Oh, sweet potato. How's my sweet potato doing? Ooh, sweet potato is pinchy, clean, ready to go. We are going to enjoy that sweet potato after the live.
Hi, Ring-a-Dingy. She said, I have
Bacon
Christmas
bits.
decorations that are so old they are on eBay as vintage.
Ooh, that's nice.
Hi, Aunt Reynolds.
All right, so we've got our butter for our sweet potato that we're going to have. Gravy's made. Peeling apples is like watching paint dry, so I probably won't do that, but I'm getting down to the point where I need to start peeling apples, I think.
Here's another one of these. I like to have things like this.
Oh.
I collect trees, all different kinds. I mean, it could be metal trees, of course the artificial trees and stuff like that. But see this, it can fold, you know, and be put away, and then you just turn this all in different directions, and it turns it into a little wooden tree. Isn't that cool? It's all made of wood. Even inside here, those are little pieces of wood that they drilled a hole in the center and put it all together with some sort of a wire or something in between there in the whole thing. Maybe some sort of a little wire dowel rod or something like that. And then it's got bark on it still, but it looks like they have it a little snowy looking and a little glittery. So, but that's a little wooden tree that it looks like a vintage type of a thing, you know?
Like cinnamon French toast sticks. I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie. Foodies always think it looks like food. Isn't that true? Don't foodies always think everything looks like food? Where's my,
I wonder if you can see that on the video.
where's my pumpkin? My box of pumpkin mix. There it is. All right, we're going to do the pumpkin bread together. So, open the box.
Jim
Take
said-
out the bag.
Jim
This
said
is a tough one.
Said we used to eat chopped up spring onions in our mashed potatoes when we were growing up.
Yeah. Don't throw the box away till you read the directions. And remember, when all else fails, read the directions. So, first thing I got, this needs my oven, but we're not gas oven. We're going to use my new handy dandy
Air fryer.
caloric. I don't know why they called it the caloric, other than there's caloric content, there's caloric stomach problems, and and there's eclectic, but I think caloric is supposed to mean something about calories, kind of an interesting play on words there. So this is our caloric oven. Look at that.
It's got French doors.
And so I'm taking out the air fry basket, putting it up here out of reach, and I am putting in the cooking rack and the crumb tray. There is the crumb tray, I believe. There it goes. And then here is the cooking rack. There. You know, I wonder if this crumb tray is not necessary when baking. I'm gonna wait on that. And I've got the book of directions right here, but everything hasn't failed yet, so I don't. Yep, only when everything has failed, read the directions. So, back to the box. All right. Life is like a box of pumpkin bread. You never know what you're going to get except pumpkin bread. And I like it because it comes with its own can of pumpkin. It comes right in it. And so you don't have to go buy it if you don't want to. But everybody has one that's 2 or 3 years old that they want to use up. And then they're all upset when one comes in here and they can't use an old one. So,
Ooh, here's a pretty.
let's see. Preheat. Grease the pan. Eggs, water, oil, Libby's 100% pure pumpkin. We gotta put the eggs in there, oil in there, the pumpkin in there,
This is a really.
then the bread mix.
This is a really pretty decoration. Look at this one. A church. And it's like made out of paper and then fuzzy stuff up here that makes it look like snow. Pine cone little pieces that are for the roof, and it's painted red, like a barn red, little church. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's beautiful.
All right. Pumpkin. I recommend a
Merry Christmas!
regular butter knife.
Merry Christmas!
Circle the can and it should just come right out.
From Ecuador. Thank you for joining
Ecuador.
us.
Toreador from Ecuador. Buenos tardes.
Jim said he never reads the directions, he just wings it.
Wing it. Yep. Unfortunately, those who wing it crash. Alright. It says add eggs. Doesn't say how many. Alright, I'm missing that. Combine eggs. How many eggs? I don't know. Oh, there they are. There we'll have to add 4 eggs. So 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs. So crack the egg. 1 in the can. 2, 3. Did I ever tell you that I was in Antarctica for Christmas? 1979. I was in Antarctica. Breaking ice with the Coast Guard. I was the cook on the ship. Alright, so we got eggs, we got
Best
that.
time of the year. This is a metal snowman with little bells.
He's a solid friend. 1 cup of water, half a cup of oil, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Now I don't have milk, but I do have a measuring cup. So 1 cup of water. And I'm going to whip up the 4 eggs. Did I miss anything? Anybody got this recipe? Got this box in your dry stores? Hey, if you've got it.
Sarah said make sure the eggs go in the bowl and not the trash can this time.
You know, we can edit live stream so that people don't hear certain comments.
No, we're not going to.
Ah. All right, so we have added our eggs. We don't have the milk, and you know what? We're just gonna go with that because I'm going to mix this up. See, my bread pan is over at the RV. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I was in Antarctica. Great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there. And if you want to know something interesting about Antarctica, about the penguins and things like that, there is a great special called, it's about being 1 year in Antarctica, and it shows a time lapse of the sun. Now, I was there in December, so the sun was up all the time. You go outside at 3 in the morning, and the sun is up on the horizon, over the horizon. You're like, wow, this is crazy. Is it 3 in the afternoon or 3 in the morning?
Hi, Nisi, free Henley maid.
We're glad you took the time to come in instead of just stalk. What is that?
No, she said.
Not stalk.
Lurk.
Yes.
She's
our lurker.
She says she's always lurking.
Yeah, she lurks because she doesn't have time to always participate.
She's busy.
She's
She
working
supports,
with her hands.
She supports, and she's crocheting, and she supports a lot of friends. She says she lurks a lot.
So that is ready. As soon as I go get my bread pan, I'll set up my oven. My gravy's doing good. I think I can turn that off. All right. So
then I have the little metal sleigh, and then I have these little snowmen, and I like to set them. In the little sleigh.
Well, you'll never guess. I found a potato masher in the drawer. So that gives me the courage to go ahead and get my mashed potato done. And personally, I'm going to have some tonight. So, before we do that, we get out our container, which is now cooled. Let's see how cool that is. Oh, that's nice. So there's my container of cranberries. Hopefully I can show you without spilling them. And those were 1 cup of water, 1 bag of cranberries. You can use 1 cup of sugar, or you can use less. I mean, you can use a ½ a cup of sugar, a little bit of Truvia, and then add sugar later on if you think you need it. So, make sure that's not fresh, okay? And then comes the sour cream. And another spoon. And in goes the sour cream.
And another one of these Christmas teas, and this has got like old-fashioned bells on them.
So I was a cook in the Coast Guard. And when I was in Antarctica, I was the night baker. So when they finished with the last meal at 6 p.m., by 7 o'clock I was in there, and I had to bake 36 loaves of bread and 17 pies and a breakfast pastry.
Move the garbage over.
And I had to do that every night. Every night. And at 6 in the morning, when the cooks would come in to start the next day, I would be just going out the door, having finished everything and gotten everything ready for them. And I wish I'd been a nicer person back in those days. I was a little self-centered, selfish. You're a normal 20-year-old sailor. But out to see the world.
Tank said, I have chopped pecans for sweet potato pralines and got deviled eggs ready. Hey Nancy, how are you?
Hey, Nancy. Appreciate you visiting so often. So the mandarins are very wet. They're canned, but they're very good in this particular salad. But it can make your salad runny. So in this case, the can lid didn't quite pop. There it goes. I think and you want the can lid. You can probably, if you're a real sanitary person and that bothers you, it's probably a good thing to wash the top of the can before you use it as a plunger. And but you just take the juice, put it in your favorite drink, put it in with some grape juice and some Sprite yourself, and really nice little drink. I press them like that, and I put them in my salad. Keep it simple. This is the 1-1-1. One bag, 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 can. 1 bag, 1 cup, 1 can. So, 1 bag of cranberries, 1 cup of sugar. It's a little, but that'll firm up in the refrigerator. And you can season it to taste as far as how much sugar you want in it. I like to do less sugar and a little bit more Truvia, just for calorie reasons. Save them where you can, I always say. So that's the salad, gravy, mashed potatoes. I'm going to put them down here in the sink where you can't see them because they are going to make a bit of a splatter. But yeah, I was really excited. Who gets it? Did I already pull it out? I think I grabbed it already. Yep, I set it somewhere. There you are. You masher! I've got a... I know, only our generation would know that. Kids are saying, what the heck? What do you mean, you masher? What is that? So, you kind of go slowly at first with your masher. You masher! And smash them down, let the butter get mixed in there. And like I said, I like to take a little bit of sour cream. Daisy. Ooh, what voice was that from? Daisy. Daisy. Unfortunately, it's 2 movies. One way back, a long time about 2001 years ago, I think it was.
Hey, Horseman,
Said
hello from the
Daisy.
UK.
Daisy. But who was the more recent movie? Daisy. Yep. I have no idea. I'm counting on you. So, spoon. The last bit of my sour cream left over. So I already got a stick of butter in there. Sour cream will make it bright and white and pretty.
Hi, Safo.
Hello, ZB Hamas. Hey, Bahama Mama is in the house.
Bahama Mama.
She came to see us not too long ago with the entire family. We were so honored that they took the time to stop by and see us. We went the Motor Nature Trail, saw some sights.
Hello, Mary Precious Jones.
Mary Precious Stone.
Jones.
And so we're just about whipped up, and right here the bowl that I cleaned out earlier. Finishing up with my masher. You masher! Don't worry, I didn't really understand how it got that name either. Kind of went along with being fresh too, didn't it?
There's another little wooden ornament made out of pieces of bark.
Let's see.
A little tree house, and it's got a heart here, pine cones and stuff decorating it, greenery and berries, little frosted paint on it. Cute.
I don't recommend microwaving in plastic, but on the night before, you know, saying that you wanted to do this exact same thing. Let's say you just decided to save this so you could go back and watch it on the night, so you knew what to prepare the night before. You can easily microwave these potatoes. Save them in glass, microwave them the next day. They will be just as good. So now we have our cranberry salad. And I, like other people, don't have a problem with eating right in front of you. Not a problem at all. If anyone deserves it, you do. So I put a few of the mashed potatoes in the sour cream can just to mix them in.
We
Have something special?
we both love snowmen.
Snowmen.
So that's one of the things we've always collected over the years is snowmen. Sometimes they're snowmen that can just set out. Sometimes they have like things on them to hang for ornaments, or this one has a little like a little wooden thing on the bottom so that it just sets out like that. But we love snowmen.
All kinds. I think that was the favorite part of the movie we watched the other day. It was like a 25-foot snowman full of air.
Here's a couple more of our little snowmen. This is from Route 66. It's one of those marshmallow snowmen, you know, like, was it the s'mores? With like the graham cracker and the piece of chocolate and the marshmallows. And he's an ornament. Or you could just set him down. And then it's a little wooden snowman here. And they put some fur around him. Looks like he's all ready for winter with his little hat and his skis and his little, those ski poles and stuff. Now, believe it or not, when I was in high school, I had cross-country skis. I've never downhill skied, but I did try cross-country skiing.
Oh, does that need to be charged? You got a cord?
No.
Oh, you didn't bring a cord? You grab it out of the car.
Somewhere you brought a cord. I don't know where it is right
Is it going to make it? I mean, it's 20% or 10?
20.
20. Okay, that'll make it. All right, so now...
Hi, Robin!
I do want to let you know that I cheat. And I use the Boy guide for my pie crust.
Tank said
I've tried all of them.
a foodie.
This is as good as what I can do.
Tank said the foodie, the thing called the foodie, it's an air fryer pressure cooker.
Pressure cooking makes things go a lot faster.
Darcy wanted to know what all you're cooking.
Oh, too late. You should have been here earlier.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're just going to have to run it back. I'm not going over all that again. My goodness. What am I, teaching school here? Anyway, we're preparing for a Christmas dinner tomorrow here at the campground, where the campground is providing the meat. They said, you know, it's potluck or not, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to be baking some apple pies and a pumpkin pie, and I'm not doing any meat because I forgot to thaw it out. and or buy a fresh turkey. And so I've done mashed potatoes with sour cream and butter, and I've done stuffing where I did sauteed some bacon, some celery, some onions ahead of time, caramelized them a little bit, poured in the chicken base, chicken bouillon. Then I poured it over a box, and then I poured the ingredients, all those sauteed ingredients, with 2 scrambled eggs into a box of stovetop stuffing. And it is so good, so good. And that's done, and that's done. Then I did the 1-1-1 cranberry salad, which is 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, 1 can of mandarins, and 1 bag of cranberry. And you boil those cranberries, you boil the water, you boil 1 cup of water, you dump in the whole bag. You'll hear them pop. You let them pop for a minute or so, turn them off. Let them cool down. Add your sugar, put them in the refrigerator. After an hour or 2, take them out, add the sour cream, add the mandarins. Matter of fact, put your mandarin can in the refrigerator too, so that it helps cool the whole thing down. Then you really press those mandarins, don't let them be wet at all, and drop them in with the cranberries and the sugar, and mix it all up, and it's ready for tomorrow. And that looks like this. That looks like that. And
It's really good.
here
Safo
is the,
said she baked a cake in her air fryer.
yeah, we did a pumpkin pie. Cake, we didn't do a cake, we did a pumpkin pie.
Safo knows people who made cakes in an Instapot. Tank says she can cook anything in her Ninja foodie.
Yep. All right, so
Some more little. This is only a fraction of our decorations, just a drop. A drop of our decorations. We have so many decorations that are in the
half a trailer full.
yeah, in the trailer. And then
Yes.
okay, this one bus is hard. This is the little, what's this thing called?
Bless his heart.
Yeah,
You didn't show it to me.
this little, what's this thing?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog. Okay, this little hedgehog right here, the Husky thought it was real. And she grabbed it and started to tear it up, and we had to glue it back together. It's
Yeah, we wondered if they made it with real fur or something, because she was out.
I mean, she pulled it off like she was skinning the thing.
There was some kind of smell that it
You
attracted
can
her
see,
to it.
you can see even here where she had bit on it. But we glued it back together, and it's still.
And she feels bad.
She doesn't really feel bad.
Well, she did at the time.
Well, when you scolded her.
Yep. Yep, I did. So, I have taken a half-cup measuring cup and put it in my tapioca flour. Then, I take that same half measuring cup and I let it fill up over the sink
And what's this?
and put it in with the tapioca flour.
What's the name of this snowman right here? From
That's a Burl Ives.
Burl Ives is the singer, but he's got an actual name.
Ah, let's
The name.
ask everybody.
What's the name of this snowman that was in Frosty?
Yeah, I thought he was just a storyteller. He didn't really say his name.
He's got a name.
He did.
He's got a name. I just can't remember what it is.
Well, I say he does it.
He does have a name.
I think Burl Ives is a good name for a snowman.
You doing ham, Donnie?
Oh, no pork. They're
Jacoby's
doing the meat
a
at
honey
the
ham.
lodge tomorrow at 5 p.m. They're doing ham and turkey.
Oh, Safo said they have kittens and they have to watch them like a hawk. How many people are you feeding? Tank said.
20.
At the campground over there at dinner.
About 20. Just a family and a few campers.
Hi, Evans family adventures.
There are certain campers that do things for the campground. you know, we get paid for it, but we don't, you know, that's not why we do it. And so whenever they do something like this, or like, you know, this cabin as a Christmas gift for all that we do. All right. So you take you do it basically like cornstarch. I've got a half a cup of water and a half a cup of the tapioca starch.
He is cooking for both for us to eat tomorrow, and also for the campground
Potluck.
dinner. And all the campers aren't coming there, but it's like the campground owners and the people that work for the campground, and the family that owns the campground and stuff like that. That's who it consists of.
Yep.
So here's a little Santa right here, like a like from Europe or something. He's got his skis up here and his ski poles, and boy, he's a tubby old one. Can hardly see his face behind the beard.
Not every can of Libby's pumpkin has the pie recipe on it. So whenever I find it, I cut it off. Because the other day, I could not save my life to remember everything that went into a pumpkin pie. Luckily, I had a little thing of pie spice, pumpkin pie spice. And I just put everything in there because I like a little bit more cinnamon. But tonight I'm doing apple pie, which takes cinnamon and allspice. And why do you need another spice when you have allspice? But keep that little label. You'll be glad you did.
This is actually a like a napkin ring thing with the snowshoes, but I usually will just set that on the tree over a branch and stuff for snowshoes. It's really cute.
And just like with any roux or slurry, who knows the difference between a roux and a slurry? Well, a roux involves a flour and an oil, and a slurry is mostly a water or milk base plus flour.
Here's another little hedgehog. I got this from here in the Smokies at the what's the name of that store where the Cruz family
Ogle.
Ogle Brothers. I got this from Ogle Brothers. It's a little hedgehog, and he looks like he's made out of a pine cone. I just thought he was so cute.
Why did that light go out? Was that light bulb over there? Okay. Sometimes light bulbs have the little temperature things. So if you see the light change all of a sudden, don't worry. It's just one of those little temperature things. So I put the 1/4 cup of tapioca flour and 1/4 cup of just water, and mixed it up with the wire whip. Now I'm running it into my gravy, moving at all times. You have to be careful with tapioca gravy though, because it can get ugly. It can get ugly. You don't want it to get ugly, so you turn it off. And I'm going to add some water and take that onion back out. And that's my little extra thick tapioca gravy with the celery that it simmered for about 20 minutes. This is celery.
There's a giant,
and the ingredients.
a giant cookie cutter. I just usually will set it out on a shelf or something.
Either that or that is a snowflake that will kill you if you get out in that storm. That is the deadliest snowflake that has fallen to earth. It will leave a definite mark. Hey, you've been hit by a snowflake, haven't you? Oh yeah, right there. Did you notice that cookie shape? Ah, yeah, it happened to me when I was a kid. Oh yeah, everybody needs to get hit by a snowflake. I need one more. Let's see, I don't have a powder pan. And that's the filter. Oh, I'm sorry, going off camera. Ah, don't go off camera. Well, I don't have anywhere that's good for my gravy. Oh, good gravy.
We like to buy Christmas lights that are different.
Yeah, you know us, we're basically different. Hope you all figured
Wait a
that
minute.
out by now.
It says the video stopped.
So there's my gravy going into the pot.
Where's your phone at? Let me make sure I didn't die. It says the video stopped, but there's sound.
Depends on what phone you're talking on. Alright. Now that doesn't...
It says we hear y'all. I wonder what is wrong with the video.
Oh, yeah, you gotta check that phone.
Oh, it says low battery. Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
We just had to let the low
it
battery
said
go.
low battery, so hopefully it wasn't black too long. I forgot that it does that. Where's the plug-in thing?
Yeah, you'll have to plug into the Patriot if you want. Yeah, the Patriot one, we did that vlog where we used the Patriot to cook with a crock pot. That was only a 175 watt crock pot, and it worked. And then yesterday during the power outage, we used the Patriot to charge our phones, and we had it ready because we have a diesel heater. And the diesel heater only requires 12 volts. So as long as the batteries were charged, it was going to run. But just in case the batteries wore down, we were ready with the Patriot to hook up the diesel heater to that.
Okay, here. I'm going to hand this
Hand
to
this
you.
to me.
Let me see that. Here.
Patriot. And no, we're not a sponsor.
Okay. Back up.
And you are now plugged in. So.
You can.
Oh, that's all right.
All right.
And I'm going to brighten myself up. Ah, look how bright I am.
There. Hopefully the picture's
Like
back
Holly
now.
Sun, I'm so bright. All right. Oh, you know, I hate to say it, but Donny wants a little bit of mashed potatoes. And he wants a little bit of that gravy.
So how long was that picture gone? Was it like a black screen? Probably, because when the phone said charge.
We sure
Hi,
appreciate you guys
Kentucky
letting us know.
girl.
Oh, we got lots of people coming in tonight. Thank you, thank you. I know, and I feel so special that you would spend some time with me on Christmas Eve.
And yesterday was Jim Spencer's birthday, so anyone that didn't wish him a happy birthday.
Yep,
It's also my uncle's birthday today.
Uncle Jim.
So the picture was froze. At least it wasn't black screen. It just froze for a little while.
I don't know about you other cooks, but I like to clean my pots and pans while they're still hot from being on the oven.
Tank said it was 2 degrees over there and the wind chill was 30 below.
Ours was,
But Tank is probably higher elevation because she's over there in Greenville. And that's kind of like the Blue Ridge Mountain vicinity, and they are higher elevation there, so it's usually probably much colder. But we had 3 degrees this morning, and
Yep.
Footprints in the Pines said Burl Ives snowman is Sam.
Sam.
Sam the snowman.
Sam the snowman. Pretty.
camping therapy is bouncing back and forth between commercials on a movie. Yeah, Tank said we're on the mountain and get the mountain waves. Yeah, because we used to live over there for about 6 months.
Yeah, in Chucky.
Chucky, Tennessee, which is right by Greenville. We used to go shopping in Greenville.
Oh.
I'm actually wearing multiple layers. I've got multiple layers of tops on and multiple layers of long
pajamas.
johns on. I've got my
Long johns
pajama
and
bottoms
pajamas.
and 2 pair of long johns and
Have you ever seen those people that walk with so much like a snowsuit and everything underneath? They're like what, that was us yesterday, trying to stay warm in 3 degrees. I mean, I haven't been in 3 degrees in a long time, 20 something years, and it just shocks you. Your body's like, what are you breathing in? That feels like needles. It's just, you're like, this is scary cold. This isn't just cold, oh, I'm going to get a chill, and my teeth are going to chatter. No, this is like, I'm scared. Like, your body's like, no, we can't do this.
Sapo said, we had a reservation tonight to celebrate our anniversary and totally forgot about it.
We
Happy
did that once.
anniversary, Sapo. A camping therapy said last year I watched so many Christmas movies that it made me want a puppy and a boyfriend. LOL. Cutting back this year.
But which would have been better to get?
Hi Michelle, Makeup Mom and Son.
If you'd have got the puppy, you'd still have the puppy this year.
Sapo said we're going to go to a brand new and first Korean restaurant here in the Bahamas. Our daughter asked if we were still going, and we were like, oh man.
Isn't it amazing? There was one time, about 3 minutes after midnight, when I looked at Joy and I said, happy birthday! Or no, happy anniversary! And she said, boy, lucky you remembered first, because it was like 10 minutes after midnight on the 16th of May. So we both forgot too on our anniversary. But you know what? That's a good sign. That's a good sign, because when we both forgot, we were busy. It had nothing to do with our relationship. As a matter of fact, we were just so bonded, so one flesh, we both forgot. So it's all right to do that. Okay, I'm going to take my thick gravy, put it in the refrigerator. The refrigerator. Alrighty then. My pans and pots. I had to turn on the overhead light so I could see myself clean in here. I can tell things weren't getting clean. But they give you a nice set of pots and pans.
And these cabins are really clean.
Yep. They don't expect to clean up normal cabin stuff, but they do expect you to do the dishes.
Tank said she's been married 42 years and he never forgets.
Yep. Yep. Now he's going to forget. Now that he said that.
Camping therapy said, are you going to Dollywood anymore this year? We might be going to Dollywood Monday or Tuesday or something like that. We're definitely going back because when we were there on Saturday, when we were just right before, or we were live or going live or something like that. No, we were just about to go live just to show and talk about the announcement that they were closing the next day. That was Thursday, right? Yeah, and they closed Friday, so it was Friday live stream. Just a little pop-up live stream. And we showed the inside of the store that you go through when you leave. But right before we did that, a lady came up to us and said, "Are you going to be around here anymore?" And we
said, yes, we're local.
Yeah. And she said, well, here. She handed
Took
us,
off her.
she had it around her neck, one of those food passes. The Christmas food pass, you know? And it had not even had been used at all. There were 5 things on it to use. And we said, oh, we'll come back and then we'll try the different things on the food pass then.
Yep.
Since it was like, she goes, well, Merry Christmas.
$35.
She's here, Merry Christmas. Yeah. So that was a little Merry Christmas blessing that, now where was she from? You said you were gonna say. You forgot, didn't you? You forgot.
Yep, forgot.
You might remember.
So if she's watching, we're sorry. If you're watching TV and you
thank
can't
you.
comment, we're sorry about that.
Thank you.
But if you want to comment and tell us, I wanted to remember you. I wanted to. Good intentions, you know.
Wanted to remember where she was from.
Yes.
But he didn't write it down.
I just said, I'll think of it. Maybe it'll come to my mind. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Bring it to my mind. I've been laying tile this week on the wall and on the floor. Very, very fun. I'm really enjoying learning how it's done, the little clips and the squares and the X's and the cutting and the water cutter, and then, so on Friday, the last day of the week, I'm trying to cut with the tile cutter outside. It's a water cutter, it's a water saw, and it's 6 degrees. So when you use the sponge just sticks to whatever it touches, you know, like when you tongue on a telephone pole thing, flagpole. Oh my goodness. It was awful. And so I had to bring the saw inside because I couldn't cut the tile. Because the water was flowing over the tile to cover it while you're cutting and turning to ice. It's like impossible. And the bucket was freezing and the saw was freezing and the little tube that brings the water up was freezing. So we had to bring it inside. But that was quite an experience. And I wish I had that phone handy. Where's my red phone? I think I might have taken a picture. But anyway, I did a brick wall, that faux brick. And I did square tiles, helping the company I'm working for now here in the Pigeon Forge area called Superior. And you talk to Ronnie when you call, you'll talk to Ronnie. And so we really had a good time putting that in 6-degree weather with using propane to keep the room warm, put plastic on the door to keep the room warm. And the rest of the house was ice cold. No fun at all. But it was a great week. I learned more. I know that's more preparation for when our property and our stuff comes to us, what we'll do.
Here's a cute little snowman too. It's metal, but it's another one of those things. And
I like pots and pans hot. Turn them over, let them dry out right away before even putting them away. Don't put them away wet. Don't ride them hard and put them away wet.
This is cute too. This is battery operated lights, and they're little mittens, and with a little furry thing. And there's a little white light in there so that they glow and stuff. But because they're battery operated, you could just put them anywhere. You could put them on a wreath or just anywhere where you don't have a plug in. But those are so cute when they're lit up and there's batteries in them. We like different things like that, unusual different things. I don't know if I showed this or not, the little metal, little barn.
Well, I'm down to peeling apples. I know I promised you it's no better than watching paint dry. But if you're in the same room and everybody's at the same table and they're all peeling apples and you get it done really quick, it's very bonding. Very bonding. Love to do it.
He called Tara and Darcy our apple dumpling gang.
Yep, that's right. They peeled my apples last Thanksgiving. Yep, they did. So, are on sale. They're really not the best apples for baking. These are the Jonah Gold apples. And I bit into one, thought, well, I'll eat one while I'm waiting to get around to cooking them. And I mean, juice went everywhere. You really don't want a high juice apple for apple pie.
This is another one of my favorite things to collect at for Christmas is polar bears. I absolutely love polar bears. He's got his little paws.
So my other bag of apples, which got stashed somewhere, they were over here. What happened to them? There they are. So the Macintosh are good, and these are good. The Macintosh and the Jonah Gold are good. Macintosh are better. You'll cut more Macintoshes though, because they're smaller.
And there's a little, you know, we've had it a long time because the paint started to come off, but it says welcome, and it's got a snowman on it. And it's metal. It's metal. It's actually like got waves in the way it's made and stuff, so it's cute.
Did you show them that little birdhouse on the tree?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
This is only just a few of our decorations, but he got them out for me, and he thought, you know, I would like to just put some things around, you know.
Yep. And once we got the place warm, it worked out.
Yeah, it was cold for quite a while in here. Finally warmed up. Darcy said, I've always wanted to try roasted chestnut.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Savo said that's a cute bear, and Tank loves polar bears.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Savo says roasted chestnuts are yummy.
Yuletide carols being sung by a fire. And folks,
Savo can't find chestnuts. She used to get them all the time in New York City, but she can't find them since she moved from there.
like Eskimo, everybody knows. A turkey and some mistletoe.
Camping Therapy said she doesn't collect anything anymore. She says I'm not much of a shopper, and I'm always purging. I go in the store and get what I want, and I'm done. I'm always collecting. But I do sometimes donate some of my stuff after a while. Oops, this phone died.
Oh, well,
You're here on
I told you it was coming.
the, yeah.
The red one's around somewhere.
I don't know.
I gave it to you. It was right here. There it is. I wrote this little jingle to that song, Chestnuts Over the Open Fire, and I changed the words to, we know that Jesus came on that day to a little town called Bethlehem, they say, within a stable in a manger, far away, a little babe asleep and swaddling on the hay. And so God said, I give this offering of my son to man through virgin birth. And you know, the Bible says many times, many ways, how the Son of God has come to all the earth.
Tank said that she moved into a 480 square foot cabin from a 2,250 square foot home.
Some stuff in storage there.
Or they got rid of it.
Or they got rid of it, but
Camping Therapy said she wants to move into a tiny house.
Yep.
She tries to stay minimal.
Minimal.
Tank said that I have more than I need, but my stash consists mainly of yarn or crochet items. Safo said that's about the only thing I collect now, yarn.
Yarn used to be a story, you know. Tell us a yarn.
Safo liked that song, and Darcy said, encore, encore. But Darcy said, our power was off, it's back on now, and now our water has frozen. We even had it dripping in the faucet. Yeah, that's the problem with our water froze in the RV too. And that's one of the reasons why, even though it was cold, I was trying to make it over here because there's water.
No water to go potty.
You have to use the bathroom and you have to wash your hands.
And yes, we did wrap the garden hose from the ground to the RV with insulation heating tape. And I even threw drop cloths over it to give it even more protection. It didn't help.
And you had it wrapped with the
I had it wrapped with foam and electric tape.
yeah,
And I mean electric
heating.
wire.
Yeah.
Yep. And I also had a booster heater in the basement. You know those heat lamps you see over chickens and stuff like that? I had one of those under there to keep my water pump and everything from freezing, and it still froze anyway. It was just that cold. Oh, and we had a wind chill. Now, had the wind not been blowing, I'll bet it wouldn't have froze up. But that wind wouldn't let anything warm up. It just kept whipping that heat out of here, taking it to Florida.
Rudolph's shiny nose is blinking, and it's almost like he's beeping you.
That's okay, isn't it?
Tank said, when we were in an RV, ours froze and cracked every faucet. We had a travel trailer once that we were letting someone stay in, and he was attending Bible school and stuff, and so to have privacy, we let him stay in there. And I'll tell you what, something happened with the faucet, and water was like just spraying.
Oh yeah, this piece popped right up. Wasn't his fault.
It was just spraying all
Popped
over,
right
and
up.
and then it just went on the floor, and it was going out the door, and somebody goes, "There's water flowing out of the
Out of your
trailer."
trailer. Yeah.
He was at school at the time. Well, he might have turned the handle a little too tight or something when he turned it off,
Well,
because
yeah.
it was plastic. You know,
And it was getting old.
they made those fixtures out of plastic.
Pretty cheap, yeah.
So did anybody celebrate their Christmas today, or they're going to celebrate tomorrow? A lot of people celebrate,
Christmas Eve present.
because sometimes
Why don't you open Darcy's box?
sometimes because you have family members here and family members there, that you actually have some that celebrate it on Christmas Eve, and then they go to the other relative on Christmas Day, and that's how they celebrate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you this though. This is another one of those snowman things, and these are snowman lights, and they're like fuzzy and stuff like that.
Boy, if I was to pick a toad, I'd sure pick the right toad.
To show, but This one is battery operated as well. But they have like different hats on and stuff. This one just has like earmuffs on, and then the red hat on some of them and stuff. So, but that's really cute. It glows. Those snowmen glow and stuff, and that's a light. But that's a really fun one too.
Can we do that box? That would be so sweet. Chris, if she's still watching.
Oh, it's holding this.
Mm-hmm. Switch it out. Were you going to show this too? You had some other things to show, didn't you? We lost our
Here.
signal earlier, so we're careful about what we do with the camera.
Here. Set it over there.
Camera or this?
The box.
Sam, the snowman. Our buddy. Oh, they're two different heights. I don't think that's going to go. Okay, that's going to get along.
There. All right.
Oh, a bit crooked, I can tell. I can stand like this. Oh, there I am. Merry Christmas! Oh, 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 oh! Merry Christmas! Oh, 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 oh!
All right. We need a knife and I can open it.
You got your opener with you? Or do you want a
No,
knife?
I said the knife.
Okay. Got the knife. Got the towel.
Let's see.
Here we go. A present. And it's a heavy one too. Ooh, maybe it's something to eat. That's what foodies always think, though. That's why we don't shake it.
Let's see. Tank said we had to go buy all new faucets in the RV place on the hill in Bulls Gap.
Oh,
And said,
that's where my...
and she said, Tank said, we just eat really good, no gift exchange, but I will be getting a new microwave Monday. Well, Donnie got the air fryer, and we don't really like a microwave. It actually, I think it caused me problems because of the neurodivergent thing of my brain. I had a lot of headaches when we had a microwave, and when we got rid of the microwave, I stopped having headaches
That was
like
it.
that.
Oh, what was that?
A card.
A card on top. And it's food for Donny. Oh, I got the bubble wrap. That's all I get is the bubble wrap. But you know what? I can have fun with bubble wrap. That's a great toy.
No, there's food in here.
Oh, food! Yay, Deal Harris!
Put this back. I don't think I need it now.
Okay.
Okay.
I will need it though. I'll bet you I'll need it. Yeah.
So the card says, "Home for the holidays. May the holiday season bring you special moments and happy memories. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Joy and Donny, we just wanted to send y'all a little something for Christmas and say thanks for everything you've done and do. I hope next year is a great YouTube year for y'all. Thank you for being a good friend and thank you for thinking of us this summer. We love you. God bless you, Darcy, Tony, and Jason."
Soak your feet, Darcy.
Show the card.
And that's one of our icons that we use is the truck with the tree. Go a little closer. How's that? Alright. There it is. Cool.
He gets out a plate because he
I
thinks
got a plate.
he thinks he's got all his food.
Oh, our favorite thing, hot chocolate,
Okay.
the expensive one.
Show them the hot chocolate.
Are you on the camera over there?
No, I don't want to be sitting in front of
Okay. This is the hot chocolate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the hot chocolate right there.
Oh, this is
With
so
marshmallow
cute.
swirl.
This is so little salt and pepper shakers and they're bears.
Oh, oh.
Now Now hold them in a way that they can see them, but don't.
I have to get that. We have to get over there first. All right. Salt and pepper shaker bears. Cool. All right. Next.
It looks like something.
Presents for Christmas.
It looks like something to drink. Uh oh.
Oh, a mug.
It's broken.
It didn't make the trip.
Did not make it.
Aww.
Oh my gosh, and it's.
We'll see if we can't glue it together for old time's sake.
Oh my goodness.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's pretty bad. And it says. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty broken. It did not make it.
Ah. Well, I just want you to know we are blessed anyway. We are blessed anyway.
Oh, this one didn't make it either.
And
It's broken too. Oh, sorry, Darcy. Those mugs did not make it. They broke. And this. Aw, this is so cute. It says Joy. It's a gift tag.
cool, like a gift bag on a piece of wood gift bag.
She
When
said,
is a bag
sorry,
a piece
she
of
feels
wood?
bad.
When it's a gift bag on wood.
It's the hardest thing to mail, but I'll tell you, if you're gonna mail mugs, you can't put them together. You have to
They may have
separate.
clacked together.
You
huh?
have to separate them and then wrap them all in something.
All right. Uh-oh. Milano slices. Peppermint. Yeah, for Christmas. Oh, and you
Hi,
bet
Miss
I'm going to drop
Virginia.
this in my coffee. I'm going to drop this in my hot chocolate.
Thank you for the Christmas
Oh.
card.
Wow. Oh.
And look at this. Peppermint cookie Lindor chocolates.
Oh. Look at that. It looks like the bottom of a sandal that's been on the beach. Mmm. That is the sign that Christmas is in town. These are rare. I'm selling them each ball for $10. We'll have it mailed to you directly, free of charge. Wow, these are rare. I did not find these this year. Either they were already gone, or no, most likely already
That
gone.
was really good. One.
I only get one, yeah. We split things. I'm telling you what, we split things down the middle. I cut, she chooses. You know, one of those kind of things. Oh, and our favorite cake, that chantilly cake, was on sale for Christmas. I didn't buy it though, because we had all we could handle it. Thanksgiving. And it's only 3 months till her birthday, and I just didn't want to overdo it. Oh.
4 months till my birthday. My birthday's April
4/260, yeah, 4.
4.
But since it's the second, I think of it only as 3 months. January, February, March. Because she's born the day after April Fool's, which was like telling her mother, April Fool's. I'm coming the day after. There's something funny about that. She was going to be born on April Fool's, but she said, April Fool's, I'm waiting until tomorrow. Oh, thank you,
Darcy
thank you, thank
said
you.
I love those brand of candies, and I knew y'all would. You all like peppermint stuff.
And we have
Maybe
broken
Thursday before
plates.
Mother's Day.
We have broken plates, broken mugs for the last 20 years that we've been saving in a box.
So
And we want to do like a mosaic tile or something like that with it. And because of the memories. And this will be in our memory tile. We'll still keep a piece of that and that word, and we'll push it into the tile. And now that I know how to do tile floors, I know the cement to buy, I know how to trowel it out, and I know how to push all that stuff in there, and then let it dry, and then coat it and seal it. Oh, I know what to do. Anything else in there? You're not hiding anything, are you?
No.
All right. Wow. Well, you
Thank you, Darcy.
You will like these peppermint sandals, I call them, because they look like sandals. You know, somebody was walking in. So, and they got a heck of a grip on this side. I'm kind of messing up my mashed potato, sweet potato thing though. And that is a very, the Pepperidge Farm Milano slices peppermint. The cookie is not sweet, and the chocolate is like a bitter chocolate, more like a Hershey's chocolate chip kind of bitter. It's not sweet, and that way, when you combine the bitter chocolate and the plain kind of not a shortcake, but close to a shortcake together, and then the peppermint comes in and slaps it. What a combination. That was so good. So good. All right.
Maggie pants.
That's our time? All right. Wow. So we have seen a lot of things.
And then, just in case we lose the signal, I'll show you a real quick looky-loo.
I'll have to turn my light in there. That light don't work. Oh, look how bright it is now. How did it get bright?
Just in case, because in case we lose the signal, before we sign off.
All right, let's sign off.
And I love, 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 love this. Yeah.
Maybe we should sign off first and then go in case you lose the signal. There we are. Ooh.
In case we lose the signal.
Monster.
We want to thank you for joining us.
On Christmas Eve.
And
wow.
we want to say we love you.
We love
but
you.
Jesus loves you more.
But Jesus loves you
and
more.
we hope you all have a merry, safe Christmas.
Have
Everyone
merry,
keeps
safe
their
Christmas.
heat. They keep their power on.
Keep your
If it
power
does
on.
go off, it comes right back on real
Thank
quick.
you, Lord.
And things like
Stay
that.
warm.
Because, yeah, we've been through it here this weekend.
Yes, the rolling blackouts.
So I'm going to show you a quick, watch the phone for the comments there as I do this. And so this is the, this one is called the, we'll vlog this also, but this
I'm
one,
sitting down right next to the lenders. Did you count how many was in there? So that you knew exactly how many we each got. Otherwise, there's going to be a new number.
I've had one.
I've had one.
No, you've had more than one, haven't you?
No, I've only had one, the one you
Oh.
handed me.
Anyway, this is called the Red Top Cabin.
Happy Therapy was born on Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than being born on Labor Day.
And so they put little decorations up there at the top. Darcy said Donny will sneak those cookies.
We will.
He has. And of course, at the top up there, they do have a loft with mattress and stuff like that. So if you had some other people with you or children, they could sleep up there. You move the ladder over here and then climb up and down. And this is the bedroom area. It's all one room, one big room in here. The heating is over here, air conditioning. And that's what the bed looks like. I think those lamps are really cute. And then the bathroom is right here. Of course, here's cabinets all around the kitchen and stuff. And then here is, the bathroom is really clean. I've already had a bath. That's why my stuff is in here. And there's a cabinet with little baskets that you can put your stuff in. So I've got my stuff in there. And there's a drawer here. She put little candy canes right there. And this says, live well, laugh often, love much, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Ecclesiastes 3:4. And the lighting in here is not overly bright. at all. It's very relaxing, so that if you were going to take a bath, it's just very relaxing in here. So that is the cabin, and then like I said, it's you know, a full kitchen with the refrigerator. Everything is clean. So if you came to the Smokies and you didn't want to eat out every single meal, you can actually bring your groceries in and cook in here. Or you could cook in here and then take your food with you. To, like, if you were going to go to Cades Cove or something, you could take your stuff with you. So anyway, we brought a few of our things to put our decorations around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
use this opportunity to introduce Jesus to your friends and neighbors the same way God introduced Jesus to the world 2,200 years ago.
so
Thank you for being here, for sharing your Christmas, a very precious day. I feel so valuable for doing that.
and I just put a few of my Christmas decorations out, just so that I had a few of my own things here, you know. And there's the Rudolph and stuff. And I have a few over here that I'm setting up and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much,
Everyone,
again.
have a blessed,
Wonderful Christmas and New Year. We love you very much.
Yep. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.